My research is in the vulnerability and extinction risk of coral reef fishes. If we know the factors that make fishes more likely to disappear in the future, we can find ways to prevent this from happening. I'm very passionate about making my research relevant, and I also want to inspire others to become marine conservationists in their own way. So I made this lesson plan called Finding the Bullseye, targeting conservation of the candy darter. I'm featuring the candy darter because this freshwater fish is endemic or only found in Virginia and West Virginia. This lesson plan is targeted for 7th grade biology students, but it can be scaled up for higher grade levels. The goal of this lesson plan are threefold. The first goal is to familiarize the students with the concept of extinction risk, or the likelihood that a species will disappear in the future. The second goal is to introduce them to the conservation status of a species and how it is assessed through the Red List assessment process. And lastly, this lesson aims to inspire the students to use their creativity and talents to raise awareness for the candy darter. The flow of the lesson plan is simple. After introducing concepts through a presentation, the first part of this hands-on activity will involve working in groups, reading articles, and filling in 2 worksheets. These articles and worksheets could be printed out, or it could be provided to the students through their student tablets. The students will summarize the information that they read on the articles on the first worksheet. The second worksheet will then help them determine the extinction risk of the candy darter. After filling in the worksheets, the groups will share their findings to the class, and then the whole class will then agree on their final assessment of the conservation status of the candy darter. Now, the second part is the most exciting part of the lesson. Based on what they discuss as a class, the class will break again into groups and then create something to promote the conservation of the candy darter. The materials needed for the second part are very much flexible because as the teacher, you have the power to choose what creative project your students will do. The project should be a song, it could be a poster, a poem, a comic strip, or anything that you think will spark the creativity of the students. In a nutshell, this lesson will introduce the students to the concept of extinction risk. It will allow them to apply the concepts they learn through the worksheets, and then it will allow them to raise awareness for the conservation of the candy darter.